Welcome to C# for Crestron programming. In this tutorial, we will learn how to program an NVX system within C# environment. Before we start coding, we will give a quick overview of NVX. Crestron's award-winning DM NVX AV-over-IP is a standards-based solution that works on every network. Some of you have attended a class to learn about this product line. We just need two pieces of equipment, an encoder and a decoder for this tutorial. Without further ado, let us get started coding by launching Visual Studio 2019 Community Version. To speed up the process for this video, I started a project called NVX Systems and imported the NuGet packages already. We need the using statement crestron.simplesharppro.d-m.streaming to access the NVX equipment. Notice the reference while programming this system, which is help.crestron.com. As usual, let us define a few local variables or containers under the control system class. Private DM NVX 351, my NVX TX source, and private DM NVX 351, my NVX RX display, and also an unknown device private DM NVX 350, unknown NVX device. We're declaring these private because we don't need to expose them to other classes. Next, we need to subscribe each device to online status change event. But first, we should instantiate and register under default constructor try and catch block with IP ID 10. Then set the descriptor to classroom1 source device. And then we subscribe to the NVX online status change event. We check if it failed registration and send to the error log if applicable. If my NVX TX source.register not equal to eDevice registration unregistration response .success, then errorlog.error, insert appropriate text and pass the failure reason into the text for the error log. The other two devices are declared the same way with different IP IDs. Next, we start the stream when the endpoint goes online. Void NVX online status change, generic base device, online offline event args. First, check if the transmitter is online. If it is online, enable automatic initiation so the stream is started automatically when the multicast address is set. If we do not utilize the automatic initiation method, then we have to implement the start-stop method, which can be found under the help URL I mentioned earlier. if device.id equals IP-ID 10 and device.online, then my NVXTX source.control.enable automatic initiation. Also add my NVXTX source.control enable automatic input routing so that when a source is detected, it will automatically be routed to the stream. My NVXTX source.control.multicast address.string value equals 239.2.2.0. Please reference Online Help Answer ID 10264 for information on selecting the multicast address. Next, we check if the receiver is online. If device.id equals IP-ID 11 and device. Is online, then we enable automatic initiation on the receiver. So, my NVX display.control enable automatic initiation. Next, we set the NVX receiver's streaming URL to point to the transmitter's streaming URL. My NVX display.control.server URL.string value equals my NVXTX source.control.server URL feedback.string value. Else, we create an error log. NVX receiver is offline. Notice the \R and \N for adding a carriage return and new line. Another else statement for the transmitter, NVX transmitter is offline, cannot update the display. Finally, we need to take care of the unknown device as well. If device.id equals IP-ID 12 and device.online, bool state equals false. Add a nested if statement for the state of this unknown device. Unknown NVX device.control.device mode equals eDevice.receiver. Else, it is a transmitter. Essentially, this implementation allows us to change the NVX into a transmitter or receiver mode, and then reboot the device. And within the first if block, unknown NVX device.control.reboot. Note that this implementation allows you to change the NVX into a transmitter or receiver mode and will reboot the device automatically. That is all there is to a basic NVX program in the C# environment. In summary, we learned how to define NVX devices, add them into our program, instantiate and program one to be transmitter and one to be receiver, and enable auto streaming mode. Thank you for watching.